Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for as little as $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on MMTLP. We're going to be looking at the overall picture, where we are currently at, what's going to happen next, and what we can expect going forward in terms of the time frame, as well as some significant developments. So let's first of all have a look at the chart. So I'm going to be sharing with you here the chart on the screen for 1 month, and what we can see here is although the trend is generally up, what we can see is where we had the highs close to around about $12. We have currently gone down from that high. However, what I can certainly see in terms of today, closed close to 0.37% up at time of editing. I think it has gone down since then, just below the 1% at 8, but right now at time of editing $8.20. But if we take a different angle on what's been happening, what we can see here in the next image highlighted in white is significant short attacks that have been taking place just in the power hour prior to the end of trading. So I think we see it once market opens, it does run up quite well, and obviously people are seeing positive movements, but then just before close of trading they certainly don't want this to finish in the green. So that's what's happening so far. It is a little bit of a battle going on, but the good news overall from the chart point of view, they have not pushed this down in terms of where they would prefer it. So they would certainly prefer it much lower than it is now, and one of the reasons why they've not been able to push it down is because nobody is selling. So let's have a look at the comparison of MMTLP with other significant plays in the market. So we've got GME, NEO, SPXL. So look at the figure there for MMTLP. The buy sell ratio is only 7% of people are selling, 45% are selling GME, 38% are selling NEO, and 61% are selling SPXL. So the shorts certainly have a strong battle on their hands. I'm going to start by quickly having a look at the latest post from George with regard to what's happening. So I'm sure many of you may be all aware of these already, but let's just quickly go through what the significance of these posts were. So he has stated here that Meta has requested that FINRA halt MMTLP on December the 14th at close. That is recorded as a distribution date. Freeze trading on December the 12th, which will be the current record date. So no trading on the OTC after December the 12th. So it's also stated here is no public trading after the distribution date, just to confirm, and there is no ex-dividend date. So again, people have misunderstood that, and we have seen some other YouTubers talking about a T+2, so that's not in play here. What is also said is NextBridge will be an independent public reporting company only for the fiscal year 2022. So what's significant there is in capital letters only. So again, emphasis on the only. So he's not identified what's happening after that. And under section 15D, you can expect a 10K and some other reports needed. So obviously, because of the size of it, it has to be public reporting, but it's not going to be trading on any platform. At the bottom here it says NextBridge will not be a public company. So again, people are still saying that this is not the case, but yet George has confirmed it here himself. It will be private, and under section 15D, the new management will be filing public documents, which obviously are required because of the number of shareholders, and the fiscal year end date will be December the 31st, 2022. And final thing I'd like to finish off with what George added into the thread is stay warm everyone, but somebody is certainly getting torched here. The next shout out I'd like to give here is to John Brda, and what he stated here is why are these firms not being bought in accordance to rule 4320, tagging in FINRA, and it needs to enforce its own rules. So very good post here. With regard to MMTLP, every trading day in November there were outstanding violations of failed to delivers, highlighted all there. tagging in FINRA. So I do agree with this. I think FINRA need to respond. FINRA also state on their post and on their profile that they are hoping to enforce integrity, honesty and fairness in the market. So let's see a response for that. And another next shout out here I'd like to give is to Ham Short Killer on Twitter. So we can see on the post here he's stating that he has spoke to John Brda, that's how it's coming across here. All the details of the fraud, we'll give it to the right people for these longs. So special thanks to the Ham Short Killer, so check out him on Twitter. So, and also shout out here to Syntax, who stated, guys, can we please tag Ham Short Killer, retweet John Brda, gloves are off at this point, we spare no short, the henchmen always appreciated, this is our war. So not a positive situation here overall. So again, hopefully Ham can carry out some investigations and we should get some development soon. What I'd now like to do is have a look at an overall picture of where we are currently at. So on the screen here, I've compiled a list of key bullet points. So the first one here, number 1, dates have been approved by FINRA, so we have no doubt about that. So we did see the Rule 424B added onto the SEC website, and OCC trading will close on 12th of December. George has also stated that in his post. So that's one area of clarity. There was a little bit of doubt about that because obviously some developments that we saw early in the week. But number 2 here, what I've stated is the process is still to be completed, and that process involves brokers receiving corporate notices. So in terms of the overall process, we've seen the S1 and obviously I'm sure you're aware we had 4 amendments. Those have been completed. We've now had the 424B, so that's been approved. So the final part of the process, we could say the final piece of the jigsaw is the corporate notices. So that is the last thing left, but that process will be completed. Number 3, we can also see here that what I've stated is the DTTC will work with FINRA and take responsibility to send the corporate notice to brokers, and will update on FINRA's daily list. So let's have a look at where you can see this. So if you go to FINRA's website, there's a page here called the daily list. You'll see all sorts of different tickers and updates, and hopefully very, very soon we will get an update for MMTLP. And according to the Bird Lady, I'm sure there was one shared earlier with a similar date to MMTLP, so we are expecting this to be hopefully fairly imminent if FINRA are obviously moving along with the general time frames according to the other ticker symbols. So number 4, what I've stated here is shorts will then have to start the process of closing. That's when these corporate notices are received. They will then obviously close their positions. Brokers will close them if needed, and if nobody is if nobody is selling, and then what the brokers will have to do, or the shorts will have to do, is obviously buy on the sell limit order. So shout out to the Right Brain Trader for an excellent video here, so go check that out, where he has a phone call and the person, I think it was TDA, I'm not sure, but it confirms that if nobody is selling, then they will resort to the prices on the sell limit orders. So that's one of the key messages that we have been saying from the beginning. The higher the sell limit order, the better it will be for you, especially if there are no shares available to buy. So that's what they will do. Number 5, winter is coming. The process will come to an end. Good luck to all.